This video is going to show you how to cite your short story in MLA format. So I am starting off here on the document where you selected your short stories. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to open the story itself. So I clicked on the link here and I have it open in this window. So this is the version of the short story, A Clean, Well-Lighted Place by Ernest Hemingway that you are working with if this is the story you selected. So the first thing we're going to do once we have our story open in a tab here, we're going to come up to the web address and we're going to copy the web address. And then I'm going to open a new tab and go to the site formatically.com, formatically.com. And formatically is going to help me with the citation of my short story. The first thing we're going to try is pasting the URL in. This may or may not work, depending on the version that you pulled up for your short story, depending on the short story link you're working with. But I'm going to try it. And when I look at what it gave me here, this obviously is not is not correct. It just put the web address itself into what looks to be a MLA works cited format, but this is not right. So most likely you will have to do this step as well. Come over here to new manual citation. Just going back real quick, I can see why this is not right because it is literally just the same link. There's no title, there's no author. Those things should be coming first before the link within the works cited. So what you're going to most likely have to do is come over here to new manual citation. We're going to switch the source type. I'm going to come down to web page. Even though it is a short story, we are citing it from this web page that we read it off of. So I'm going to switch it to web page. Now you need to complete the information here. So I'm going to do that. This is Ernest Hemingway. Make sure that you spell everything correctly, which I did not. There's one M. Ernest Hemingway. Also, make sure that you're putting proper capital letters for names in here because it is going to copy it right directly from what you type in. So make sure you have done that. So it is a clean, comma, well, hyphen, a clean, well, lighted place. And because it is a short story, we also have to ensure that we are putting the quotation marks around the title when we type it in here. Because again, it's just going to copy it just like we have it here. So ensure that you have proper capitalization within the title and also proper quotation marks. We're going to skip website title. And for now, I'm also going to skip date here and publisher here. I'm going to skip all this, I think. I'm going to come down to URL, and here's where I can paste in the URL. And for date accessed, I'm going to put today's date, which for me is May 19th, 2026. And the reason we're putting that is this is the day we were able to access this website. So if this website ever went away, we would be documenting here the date in which we were able to access it. All right, I'm going to come back up here to date because here is where I want to put the date the short story was written. So this one makes it easy because it has it for me right here in parentheses, 1933. Most likely you will not find an actual month or day, but you should definitely be able to find the year. So if it's not on your short story like it is here, a couple things you can do. I would go into the work overview for the short story, which you're going to need for our next piece anyway. So you can go ahead and open that up and look for the date within here. Or I just did this was a different story. Sorry, this was Telltale Heart, but I just said copyright year of the Telltale Heart, and Google did give me the year for that. So that's something else you can try. The year, at the very least, if you have a full date, sure. But at the very least, you should have the year the story was published here. So again, on this page, we'll select web page. We will put in the author's first and last name using proper capitals. We will put the title with quotation marks. Again, proper capitalization, and however the title is punctuated by the author is how, or at least punctuated in the version you're looking at, is how you should write it here. Date is going to be the date the story was published. URL is the web address that we just copy and paste from here of where you access the short story, and then today's date for the last date that you were able to access this page. From here, we will save and close. And now you can see the difference between the two. We get a very pretty looking works cited here that I can click on to copy. I will go back into my MLA style template, and I will come down here and paste that citation in. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you what to do to get this in the proper format within your Google Doc, because it should look like this with the hanging indent. So we'll get into that in the next video after we get the other pieces that you need for your works cited in here as well. So stay tuned for that.